Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the watch list video for Thursday, April 6th. Pretty narrow range day on the SPY, and it ended up closing about where it opened, but you can't tell from that candle. If you were in chat today, you could probably tell I hated the action today. There was a lot of rug pulls and just some nasty action. I can't remember the symbol. There was an intraday offering, ATNF maybe. I wasn't involved in that one, but I mean, it was just nasty. So I had made some money in that FRGT call in the chat room. 582 bucks today. SCLX, I grabbed a one pullback play on it, made 347, and guess what? I was still nicely right on the day. So just hated today's action. But oh, quick reminder too, the market's closed Friday, so I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. It's probably going to be fairly dead, but we're going to make sure it's an A plus setup before we get involved, right? All right, so what are we watching for tomorrow? IFRX. It's really extended. You had the big day, then a gap up, then another big day. But it's going to go on a chart. I still think it's extended. SCLX made that huge move today, but closed way off its highs. We're going to see if that gives an A plus setup tomorrow. CDLX had the gap up on what seemed like pretty nice news yesterday, and then today you could argue a quiet inside day on much, much lower volume. So I'm looking for a possible third day play set up there. GFAI had a huge 2-day move, and now you got 2 days lower on declining volume. I mean, look at that. It went 38 million shares 3 sessions ago, down to 1.8 million. I don't even know how that happens, right? But anyway, I'm putting it on bounce watch because you had the huge move. 2 days much lower, but certainly could be worth watching as a bounce play. EVGO had earnings and had a nice 2-day run, and now 3 days back down to take out the lows of the gap up. But I still think it's worth watching for a bounce play down there near the 20-day. So that one goes on bounce watch. BMEA, really strong stock, was on bounce watch coming into today. No trigger in it, so no trade. It goes right back on the bounce play watch list. BFRG actually had nice news on this day, or was it this day? This day maybe. And then they had the gap up and the rip, and then a nasty reversal and another nasty red day. But it could be worth a potential bounce, right? It was up to 950 yesterday, and now it's all the way down to $4. So we might get a decent bounce in it. Again, I talked about it in the video the other night. AI, which I actually have on bounce watch, I think is just damaging all of the AI plays, right? You had this huge breakout here. Next thing you know, 2 nasty days all the way back down. Now, this one is actually on bounce watch too, because again, it was over 34 3 sessions ago. Now it's 21. So it goes on bounce watch. I kind of went out of order, but OXY, I wanted to throw one of the oil plays on watch. Had the gap up on oil, and oil seems to be holding up pretty well. Then a lower high and another lower high. If you go to 15-minute candles, it never broke its early high on the gap up day or the next day or today. So if oil catches a bid, that one could be worth watching. DE is John Deere. 2 nasty days in a row. This was like, what, 420-ish? Almost, 419.40 3 sessions ago, and it's all the way down to 373-ish. You can't see it on this chart, but the 200 days at 384, so it just whooshed down through the 200-day. But I am going to put it just looking for a snapback bounce tomorrow if we get a proper setup. Oh, I already talked about AI. And then lastly, another bounce play, BBIO, which had a gap up, nice second day, and then came all the way back down, but then had a nice day the other day, and now it's kind of grinding back down near that 20-day. So I'm putting this on bounce watch as well. And we'll add some gappers in the pre-market to the list. I'm done babbling. I'll see everybody in the chat room in the morning.